Hello?
Do you know who is talking?
No.
Somebody who knows you for a long time.
Honey?
I'm preparing our dinner.
Oh yeah, it's our wedding anniversary. 7 years go so fast.
I'll be waiting for you.
Okay, I love you. Bye.
"911, what's your emergency?
My husband, he's not pretty.
Does he have a pulse?
No, and that is out the blood.
Lady, please, calm down. What's your name?"
Laura Steve, help me.
Mr. Staples, is it true all the accusations?
What the reason have to do this, Mr.
Staples? Have you and your team if this clear, please?
Okay. I'm only going to tell one thing. She's innocent. Please, no more questions before the trial.
Terrace is amazing. There are paparazzi following me. At the time and the phone has been...
Lori, please, calm down. Because of the proportion of the case and the fame of her husband, this could be very worse. But don't worry, we still have the control of the case.
Control? Explain me, you.
We're gonna ask for a secret of justice.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. Right, the day Serrazade. They speak to the press before the arrest her, but it's not their lot because they don't have murder weapon. And you have to turn yourself in before they arrest you.
This is my client, Laura Stevens. She's here voluntarily and she's innocent.
Lord, we still don't have the authorization to take you out of here. When we need your help, please tell us exactly what happened.
It's hard to remember how it felt before. Now I found the love of my life.
I was making dinner, and my husband arrived home at 8 p.m. Like normally. It was our wedding anniversary. So we had dinner, and after we changed our clothes because we decided to celebrate in the pool.
I know we could. I know we could. Yeah, I know we could.
Until I left to get more champagne. And when I back, he was floating in the water. I screamed his name, but he didn't answer, and the pool was full of his blood, so I phoned 911.
Was you aware that your husband had this business?
Yes, a few months ago came to my house.
And in this shocking relationship,
No, quite the opposite.
So he promised that he would stop?
Yes,
Okay, so Laurie wasn't there when it happened, so probably he slipped and hit his head on the edge of the pool?
right, I checked the medical report. He had a serious fracture in the skull. If we use the argument that it was an accident, it's good that the reconstruction be perfect.
Did you get this time, doctor?
Bosco, let's read the emotional captive. This last take was the best.
So, doctor, probably he falls and strikes his head because of the wet floor. Then he tries to stand it, but he falls and strikes his head again, only this time with more force and at the edge of the pool.
That might be what happened.
Doctor, Mike, to this on Kurt, we must be 100% sure. The Kurt won't believe his positions.
I would be assured if I could look that time evidences.
But we don't have these evidences. We are the defense that he has already here to take everything.
Oliver,
What?
please, just go. Let me do
Okay.
this.
Are the people ready to proceed?
Yes.
Your Honor, the people call lead Detective Sarah Peterson to the stand.
Yes.
Miss Peterson, what did you find when you got to the Stephen's house?
Blood was everywhere. In the pool, outside the pool. He had a very painful death.
One more question, please. Was there a shred of evidence that anyone else was responsible for this murder?
No. From the moment I got there and I saw her covered in her husband's blood, she was our only suspect.
No further questions. Thank you, Miss Peterson.
Your Honor, the defense has the forensic scientist, Dr. Lewis Black. He sent out to catch something, and because of the wet floor, he falls and hit his head. Then to the right, he tries to stand, but slide and struck his head again, only this time at the hard edge of the pool. Am I getting right, Doctor?
Yes.
Your recreation approximates the actual forensic evidences almost perfectly. So it's not real hard to explain. He falls, hits his head once, then tries to stand but sliding, and hits his head again, this time at the hard edge of the pool. What cases he was fractured on his skull, making this a real cause of his death?
That's what the evidence shows.
Doctor, one last question. Would you say the ones in John's school were more consistent from a blow from an iron pipe or a contact with a hard surface, say the edge of the pool?
Well, contact with the edge of a pool.
Okay, thanks, doctor. No further questions, Your Honor.
This woman is a killer. She kills her own husband with cruelty.
Objection.
objection accepted.
Sorry. This woman destroyed a man's life. A man who wanted to be happy and make a family. A man whose only crime was love too much his wife. She didn't kill just anyone. She killed and destroyed her own family. Family that she promised love and respect forever. Thank you.
Well, the evidence clearly shows what happened. They don't have a murder weapon. Why? Because there was no murder. They don't have a motive. Why? Because Laurie Stephens loved too much her husband. This woman, sitting right there, is just a victim whose only crime was loving too much her husband. So please, let her just go home and try to have a normal life like everybody else.
The powers may rise. In the matter of the people versus Laurie Stephens, CACR 802436, on the charge of murder in the first degree, the court to find that defendant Laurie not guilty.